For this one, I like to open up my book and I like to use my paper sideways, like a landscape or like a hamburger, not a hot dog wise. That wise, it gives us room on the sides in order to draw all of our feathers. So we're going to start off, we're going to go about the middle of the page. I'm going to go down about the middle, I'm going to do a circle in the very middle of the page, just like so. Now you can always redraw it. It's important that you always draw lightly because you can go back and erase some of your guidelines later. So I'm going to leave these for now. Now I'm going to draw an oval. It's going to look a little bit like a hot dog here. It's going to go up from the top. I like to start where my curve is and then have my curve at the bottom going back up. And since I started on the curve, it's a lot easier to connect it. Now I'm going to draw a line straight out on both sides like so. And see there, I can already tell I don't like my second guideline I drew, so I'm going to go ahead and take that out right there. Again, it's good to use a nice pencil with a good eraser. You can buy a side eraser that you can use as well. Alright, from there, I'm going to connect those in a half circle. So I'm going to go from the bottom of one. I'm going to try to keep my circle to be congruent or equal all throughout. I'm going to go all the way up above the hot dog or the head, all the way back down like so. Now once I've got that, I'm going to start drawing my feathers. I'm going to draw all the way out to my guide and back around. Again, remember those lines were guides. I'm going to draw an inner feather because if you look at a turkey, they have layers of feathers. They're not just one feather after another. I'm going to do this all the way around. Now once I've gone all the way around, it's time to put in the veins. If you look closely at a feather, they have the vein, the source that feeds the feather. So I'm going to just draw kind of like a double plus there, a line with two other lines through it. Then up here I'm going to kind of arc them, more like a Y, but I haven't attached them. We're going to do this just like we did on the other part all the way around. As we go, as you can see, I can erase some of my guidelines. It starts to become more of a realistic looking turkey at this point. We're going to do those lines. We're going to go all the way around. Alright, from there, once I've got my feathers cleaned up, I'm going to go back in, I'm going to erase my guideline that was inside the head. Now I'm going to look for where to draw my beak. I'm going to do essentially a diamond or a sideways square. I'm going to draw straight down, and straight down. And you do have a box, but it kind of looks like a diamond based on how it's tilted. It depends on what you're seeing. I'm going to draw two ovals then for eyes. I'm going to make these big eyes. I like cartoon turkeys. So I'm going to do one loop right over there. I'm going to kind of curve it back so it's round. I'm going to go over to the other side. I'm going to do the same thing there. I'm doing a duplicate. So I've got another eye on both sides. Yes, turkeys do have two eyes. From there, I'm going to go in and I'm going to do some eyebrows up above there. Give him a little bit of expression. I'm going to add on to his beak here, make it so that it opens up. This beak is two different parts. I'm going to draw that in there. Then I'm going to go back and I curved the inside, so I'm going to curve the outside of his beak as well a little bit. Beaks aren't usually just perfectly pointed or perfectly triangle. They're going to be a little bit wavy depending on the turkey that you're seeing. I'm going to give him some nose holes so that he can breathe here. Now I'm going to go back in to his eyes. I'm going to do another half oval. I'm going going to go over on the side. I'm going to have mine looking over to the left of the page. From there, I'm going to give him a pupil. Now again, these are guides. Remember, you're going to go back and you're going to add some color to add some depth. I'm going to give the eye pupils here. Remember, he's got both eyes. It's going to be looking the same way on both sides. Add those in. Alright, so now I've got my face on my turkey. I'm going to add some more feathers onto the body of the turkey. This is more where his inner wings are and his body. And again, this is a cartoon turkey, so it's not going to be exact like you might see elsewhere. I'm going to give him a few up on his neck, up by his carnacle. But now, once I've got these body feathers, looks like I've got to also do his wattle. Go ahead and draw some of that. That's his little flap of skin type thing that hangs down. I'm going to draw this one down. It's going to look a little bit like a scarf on him. It's going to come down off his neck, down a ways, and hang down. Okay, I'm going to clean up some more guidelines there. Work on some of my lines around the beak just a little bit, add some of his wattle up onto his nose, up onto his beak. I'm going to draw his feet. Now the feet I like to do kind of like a Y, but it's going to have an extra thing. I'm going to give mine 3 toes. And my toes actually go off my page. If your page doesn't go off, or if your legs don't go off the page, then you'll want to finish off those toes, possibly with some like claws. I'm going to do a little V to show there. Oh, I can tell I drew this one off just a little bit, so I may have to go back and erase part of my line and add some more. It's a great thing about working with pencils. It's easy to erase and go back and add some more. Alright, from there, the turkey's looking pretty good. I'm going to start thinking about my color scheme. Now, different turkeys come in different colors, so think about what would look good on your turkey. We're going to go through this next part a little quick. We're going to go through pretty fast actually, and then we'll show the end product at the end. Good luck!